Hello, it is Foundation Friday, April 28th, 2023. Steve Sipress here with another in our multi-part series on the fantastic foundational book, The Magic of Thinking Big by Dr. David J. Schwartz. We start off chapter 12 today, nearing the end of the book. This one is titled, Use Goals to Help You Grow. Dr. Schwartz reminds us that every bit of human progress, our inventions, big and little, our medical discoveries, our engineering triumphs, our business successes, they were all first visualized before they became realities. A goal is an objective, a purpose. A goal is more than a dream. It's a dream being acted upon. A goal is more than a hazy, oh, I wish I could. A goal is a clear, this is what I'm working toward. Nothing happens, no forward steps are taken until a goal is established. Without goals, individuals just wander through life. They stumble along, never knowing where they're going, so they never get anywhere. Goals are as essential to success as air is to life. No one ever stumbles into success without a goal. No one ever lives without air. Get a clear fix on where you want to go. Dr. Schwartz tells a story of a very successful young executive of his day who at 33 became the president of a major corporation. And he said about goals, the important thing is not where you were or where you are, but where you want to get. So Dr. Schwartz then tells a few stories, but I'm sure we all know the power of goals. And he gives the example of major corporations that always set goals 10 or 15 years ahead at least. They're setting up what does he say here? They're judging new capacity of plants that they're building. They're undertaking research. They're developing projects, all that are going to take place over a decade or later. This is why in the American economy, for instance, where a president changes every 4 or 8 years or Congress changes control, companies cannot, on a dime, start to, move towards whatever the government is telling them to move towards, if they're thinking that 4 or 8 years from now, a whole new government's going to come in and tell them to stop doing that and start doing something else. It really messes up business, and you see that happen over and over. For instance, we were energy independent just a few years ago, and now we're completely energy dependent on other countries and the whims of the global energy market. Complete shame, but the current administration doesn't like energy. So they have shut down drilling and exploration for oil and gas and so forth, and put forth all kinds of recommendations. And even when if a new administration comes in someday and says, that's incredibly stupid, which it is, let's reverse that, the oil and gas company's not going to be able to instantly just reverse everything. The car manufacturer's not going to be instantly just ready to start developing cars that make sense again once they've all switched over to the incredibly inefficient and environmentally damaging electric cars and so forth. So in your personal life and in your business life, you want to do the same. You want to set goals 10 to 15 years in advance. The good news is, unlike the American way of life, where politics changes things every 4 or 8 years, we'd be more like an authoritarian nation like China, which has a dictator for life, and they can make a 20, 30, 40, 50-year plan that absolutely will not change because there will be no whims of different politicians coming in to change it. So that's why they're skyrocketing and doing all kinds of fantastic transformational things, where this country is kind of all of a mess. So you don't want to personally be a mess. You want to set long-term goals that you can stick to. So here are 2 steps that'll help you do just that. First, visualize your future in terms of 3 departments: work, home, and social. Dividing your life this way keeps you from being confused, prevents conflicts, and it helps you look at the whole picture. Second, demand of yourself clear, precise answers to these questions. What do I want to accomplish with my life? What do I want to be? And what does it take to satisfy me? And then he gives a planning guide below to help you in this process of visualizing your future and mapping out some goals. And hopefully by now you've gone out and gotten yourself a copy of this fantastic foundational book, The Magic of Thinking Big, by Dr. David J. Schwartz, so you can get that planning guide. And that'll do it for Foundation Friday, April 28th, 2023. Thanks for being here today. We will pick up next Foundation Friday and move further along in Chapter 12 using goals to help you grow. And I'll be back with you again tomorrow on Social Media Saturday.